Not really ready for this shit. Hey guys, welcome back to Time Machine Scale Models. Well, we've got some snow falling, as seen in the first clip. But then again, we live in Michigan, that happens every winter. I'm just not ready for it right now. It's been snowing since Wednesday over here. I live on the lakeshore, the West Michigan lakeshore. And I gotta tell you, man, stop snowing! Anyway, guys, this is going to be an update video on the 41 Willys that I'm doing for the Fat Fenders Finschrome group build. And yeah, so we're going to check this out in just a couple of seconds, but I wanted to show you something else that I picked up on Sunday. I keep forgetting to show you guys. So I stopped over to see Chris at Raz-n-Kane's Resins, and picked me up a LSX 454 and some seats. Throw up the pics right here so you can see them a little bit better. But originally I wanted the seats for the Roadrunner build, but I went ahead and I used the bench seat in that, and I think it looks pretty good, so I'm going to leave it alone. So I put those seats off to the side until I got a different project. The same thing with the LSX. I got that with no particular project in mind, so we will save that for a rainy day, so to speak. So go check out Raz-n-Kane's, okay? I'll leave a link down in the description. Tell Chris that I sent you. And, yeah, get hooked up. Alright, guys, let's check this out. So, as you can see, we have a roller. Nothing's glued in place right now. It's just sitting here. And I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. Let's take a look at this interior real quick. So, I painted the interior with a Rust-Oleum 2X color called Down to Earth, and it came out pretty good. And you can see in here, in the door panels, I went and I made me a panel liner out of brown acrylic paint and water so I can highlight those door panels a little bit. I also did that on the seats to give it a little bit of depth. I painted the dashboard fiery orange, and you can see the gauges back there. I just cut them out of the decal sheet, used canopy glue, and glued them in place. My daughter went and made me an 8-ball shifter. So I thought that was pretty nice of her. The steering wheel is a gloss dark brown over a black base, and I was trying to get that deep wood tone look. The center of the steering wheel is Molotow chrome pen. The edges are brushed with my fine tip paintbrush, and the rest is just the marker was used. Looking down on the floorboard, you could see the throttle pedal and the brake pedal down there. So yeah, I don't think it came out too bad. Bottom side is that root beer brown. I don't think it came out too bad, guys. I kind of dig the interior. You're not going to see it very well. Willys does not offer a good interior viewing. But I'll be happy that I did it. So let's take a look at this engine. I am pretty happy with the way that this is turning out. I de-chromed the blower and the blower hat. And I painted them an aluminum color, and then I used Tamiya panel liner and gave it a little bit of detail and some depth. I drilled out the kit distributor and did my plug wires that way, and this is the coil wire, obviously. As far as I could tell, it is properly wired for a 392 Hemi. So you'll notice that I left the valve covers, the kit chrome, and I'll tell you why I did that. So after I did the oil pan and the transmission pan, I decided I really don't like this alclad chrome. I don't like the black chrome look. I like chrome. And other people have told me that, you know, the alclad chrome does have a black chrome look, but if you use their polished aluminum, it gives a more chrome-like finish. So I left the valve covers, the kit chrome, and you'll see that I painted the flutes in the center of the valve cover, the turquoise, like I did the engine and transmission. The engine and transmission is painted with a Tester's turquoise. And originally I had painted it with a metallic turquoise from Tester's Extreme Lacquer. But for some reason, the paint did not cure. Even after most of the day, I went back and I picked up the engine and transmission. And I got paint on my hands because there were still spots that were puddled up. And I don't know why. But so I went and I stripped it and decided on this color instead. That's what the belts and the pulleys look like. I used some panel liner on the alternator too to highlight some areas. I painted the carburetors flat brass, I believe. So instead of using the MCW carb green gold, I did the flat brass on those. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way they came out. So, and I think when you pull the hood off and you look in there, you'll be surprised that number one, the engine is, you know, turquoise. But I believe it'll help everything be highlighted when you pull the hood off the car. So let's take a look at the body so far. So I painted the top portion so far, and today I will mask off the rest and I will spray the root beer brown on the lower portion of the car. I decanted the Tester's Extreme Fiery Orange, put it in a glass jar, and then I fed my airbrush that way. It came out a little bit grainy, but it's pretty tight grain, so I have no fear that that's gonna wet sand out. So I think we'll just straighten that out. Once we wet sand it, it'll smooth right out and it'll look pretty good. But I really think that this fiery orange is going to pair really, really well with that root beer brown color. I really do. And I think it's going to look really, really good. So then we'll wet sand her, and then we'll get some clear coat on her, and then we'll go for final assembly. But I think this is the last update on the Willys until the final, guys, because pretty much after I paint this and then wet sand it and clear it and stuff, that's all I got to do is assembly. So you guys will get bored with that. So I won't be doing any more updates. I'm just going to do the final reveal when I'm done with this. And if you guys are participating in the group build, you can do that as well. You don't have to wait till January 7th to do your final reveal. If you're done with your build, go ahead and throw up your video or send me pics or whatever. If you're on Instagram or Facebook and you don't have a channel, go ahead and do your final reveal. You don't have to wait till January, guys. But anyway, I don't think there's much more to talk about. I will be getting back on the USAC Roadrunner here very shortly. And I told you guys that I'll do one more update on that, and I'll show you guys what the stance and the wheels look like. But then I will withhold the final reveal of that till January 15th per Mark Batson and Lucas C's request. Alright guys, I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Have a great weekend. Be well. Happy modeling. Thanks for watching.